if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Brady and the Patriots now first and 10 at their 25-yard line.
What we got? Switch.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up second and 10. At the 25.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
From the gun, it's Brady. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, second and 10. Murray looks to throw again, second and 10. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
An 8-yard gain, so that gets them halfway there. Now they're left with a third and 8 more.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Throwing is Murray on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Pats will take over at their own 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Under 10, under 10. Check it, reload. Easy.
First down, here's White. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Box, White. Out. 50, hey, 66. 50, let's go. Hey, second.
Now Brady. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Working from the gun, it's Brady. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. The first catch for Jeffrey, good enough for a first down. Brady now already at 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Brady gives this to White, and down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 26.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
First down. Wait, that's the 17-yard line.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
On first down. White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. These two teams all tied after one. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw with Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Shotgun now for Brady. He hits White, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
He's checking. Hey, goal 66.
They'll run. This is White. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. James White, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point try for Gostkowski. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Murray, and that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this 1st half, a 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that Puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position. He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
From the gun, Brady got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And Jeffrey's got it. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Operating from the gun, Brady. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. It's the man traded by the Patriots, Chandler Jones. What a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Here we go. Here we go. Regular.
Here's Brady to throw. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
It's going to be a long day.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He completes it to Julio Jones. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now Murray off play action. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this will be caught at the 30.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Here's Murray. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Wait, set. Ready? Mike 51. Stay with your man.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, Brady. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's White. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appered to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that's complete to Jeffrey. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Check 9. Hey, check it.
They'll run on first down. White. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Wait, 10. Wait, 20.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Double dog, double dog.
50.
On 2nd and 12, Brady nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
Wait,
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
Hey, Mike, 51. Mike, 51.
Hey, 66.
Operating from the gun, Brady. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. This one caught by Isabella. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona 1st. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They run the counter. It's Taylor, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 1st down gains. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray, he's going to look. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run with White. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing, but he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now, making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
To throw, it's Brady. He's got Sanu. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
On 1st down, it's White. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Opting to run again here with White, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Hey!
Brady now on first down. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Wait, that 380.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Sugar!
On 2nd down, it's White. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Wait, 20.
Exit. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. We got 3, fellas.
They'll try to run it in, Michelle. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it, happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Johnson's got it complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. On second down, here's Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Ozzy!
58's the money.
Let's go out. No, 66.
They stay on the ground with White. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taylor now returning it. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. The give to Taylor. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down, and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there with time running out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Got Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
72.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike.
Now Brady. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. Eric Berry there defensively.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
I got you. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Go, go, go.
Hey, 58's the Mike. Go, 58's the Mike.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
That's good for the Patriots. First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, orbit.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah.
One final try now for Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully